Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Wintermute, the story mode of The Long Dark. My name is Sprocket, and currently we're in a cave at the top of a mountain overlooking Mystery Lake. We're trying to find a hidden stash at Alan's cave, and I may have made a wrong turn. We ended up climbing up some ropes. If you look at the map here, we're currently here in the mountain region. We need to make our way back over here to this Mystery Lake supply cache. Now, I've got some great tips from you guys that I actually missed that. We ended up walking kind of around this area and then back to the rope climb here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll spend the night here to regain some of our energy. We are pretty tired. I'll cook up these rabbits that I caught, and in the morning we'll head down the rope and check out that Mystery Lake supply cache. Now, tomorrow morning we could possibly just keep going along the river here because we want to go to the dam. I believe we have an objective to go there. There's also this cache over here that we need to check out. So if we take a look at our objectives here, the main objective, of course, we need to head back to Forlorn Muskeg and check out the radio towers that are over there. Before we do that, though, there are some objectives here at Mystery Lake. We're going to go to the Alan's cave and see what is there. We did check out the gunshots, and now we've been directed to go back to the dam and retrieve the documents. We need to search under a loose tile at the bottom of the stairs leading to the admin area. And then at the logging camp nearby, we need to find a supply bag. So I believe that is... Oh yeah, and at Mystery Lake we do have the Forest Talker cache that we'll need to find as well. So anyway, that is kind of the agenda for today. Let's eat some rabbit meat here. Freshly caught rabbit. It's got to be so delicious. Freshly cooked by the fire here. Let's make sure our fire doesn't go out. I'm going to add some cedar. That should allow us to finish up the meat we have. Just have a little bit of meat here. Let's cook the larger piece in the pot.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
And then I'll do the smaller piece right here. 6 minutes. Okay, let's eat this. It is getting a little bit late. Maybe I'll pass some time here. There we go. Perfect. This might just fill us up. These 2 rabbits were just the perfect amount. Now I set some traps outside the cave. The traps just weren't cutting it, so I actually used the old rock method. Was able to just kind of knock them. It doesn't like really hurt them. It just kind of stuns them for a minute, and then if you run over and grab them real quick and finish the job just by breaking their neck, quick and easy and painless. Okay, I do want to check our torch situation here. I'm going to sort by condition. Torches are usually the lower condition. Okay, I only have the 1 torch, 39%. That's actually probably all we need. I do think we have the lantern. Yes, we've got a lantern, and it is completely full. That's going to allow us to search the dam with some light in our hands. It does get pretty dark in the dam. Okay, well, I think I'll just let this fire burn out, actually. And we can just curl up and have a nice nap. Now, was there a bed in here? I can't remember. Back here farther? There is not. Okay, so we're actually going to have to use our bedroll. We should be nice and warm in this cave, I think. Our clothing is pretty warm, and our bedroll here is nice and warm. I may as well drink a soda. I think I actually have 2 sodas. Yeah, let's drink another one. And then we'll top it up with just some regular water, boiled. And then judging by the time, looks like I probably need to sleep at least 12 hours and get nice and rested. Those rope climbs really did a number on us in the last episode. So I'm going to sleep for 12 hours. We'll get a nice early start in the morning. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, good morning. That is more like it. We got some sunlight now. So let's pick up our bedroll. Does sound like a storm is coming. We might be in for a blizzard, guys. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm going to put these rabbits outside in case the wolves want to have a little snack. They're welcome to have these rabbits here. No, I am concerned a little bit about this weather. I wonder if I should wait it out. We could, you know what, let's just get down. Maybe we could spend some time in Alan's cave. We'll head back over there. Visibility is actually not too bad. It is a long way down, though. Alright, let's head down. Boy, it's so much easier going down, and especially now that we're well rested. Got that nice long sleep. Makes it so much easier to traverse these ropes. I want to make sure I'm not going to end up on a wolf. In fact, that's exactly what I just said. That is nuts, guys. What is he growling at? Did he get a rabbit? I can't even see him now. This makes me worried, guys. So I was just saying, you want to check the ropes before you go down in case there's a predator at the bottom. But now I'm kind of worried because I think he may have just got a rabbit down there or something. And I cannot see him. This is not good, actually. Can I billy goat down this? I don't want to end up right on top of a wolf. And I also don't want to fall. This is actually pretty tricky. I could try throwing a rock. I don't hear him eating the animal, the rabbit, so makes me think he's just waiting at the bottom of the rope for us. Yeah, there he is. I could try to shoot him. Let's just see if he wanders off on his own. Maybe he'll go away. I think he is going to go away. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get a gun in my hands, just in case we have to defend ourselves. We'll use the rope, and then when we get to the bottom of the rope, we should pull the gun out, in case we have to do a quick shot. So what is at the bottom? Is that wood? Looks like it's just a piece of wood. Okay. Got our gun out. There is the wolf. Okay, he is going to cause some problems for us. We've got 25 rounds with the distress pistol and 32 rounds with the rifle. But the rifle's in really bad shape. I would prefer not to have to use either of these, actually. Let's just see if we can sneak around him. Maybe if we're quiet, we can pull a fast one on him. The other thing I can do is throw a rock. Oh, look, he's turned around. Okay, so we can try to throw a rock. Looks like he's going on his own, though. As long as I stay crouched, I might be able to get around him. Okay, he is walking away from us. Alright, let's go for it. Get out the revolver, distress pistol, just in case. I don't know if there's any more wolves kind of lingering in this area. And I've had my... I was going to say my fair share. I've had my unfair share of wolves jumping out of trees, out from behind the trees, in the last, seems like the last few episodes. So I want to be extra careful here. Okay, I'm going to check the map. So we are heading towards Alan's cave. So I think last time when I came through here, I was pretty distracted by... There was a wolf and some deer and also a hunter's blind. And I was pretty distracted to the right by those things. But I think if I just stay to the left, we should actually find Alan's cave. Maybe this is it here. Yeah, that's really embarrassing that I missed this. It was right here in front of me. I walked all the way around it. But hey, this is it. Nice. Alan's cave. And I think I see the stash right there. I'm going to get down low just in case. All right, here we go.
Well, well. What do we have here? Can't have too much water.
Nice, okay. A little bit of goodies for us. And we've completed the mission, the Mystery Lake. All right, so I think we're going to just continue on along the river. We're going to watch out for predators, and we'll make our way to the dam. Maybe after we hit the dam, we can swing over here to the Forest Stalker supply cache. And, oh, there's more gunshots here. They're right by each other, actually. Now, I thought we had already found this. Seemed like we had found a cache over in the clear-cut area. Maybe this is a different location. But anyway, we've got kind of a connect the dots sort of situation here, which is kind of nice. I would like to streamline the objectives if possible to avoid traveling more than necessary, so this might just work out for us. There's the deer that we scared into the wolf in the last episode. You think he would be nice and fat and satiated and not have to try to come after us for food. He should be plenty full wherever he is. But I think that was probably the wolf we saw at the bottom of the rope. So the weather does appear to be cooperating. Hasn't turned into like a full-on blizzard yet. You know what? I could probably do some jogging today. Let me just make sure I'm on the right track. Okay. I just need to kind of stay to the right. I can do a little bit of jogging. There's a bridge. Let's watch out for predators. There's something right there. And I see a wolf right there. What is this? I'm going to check it out. Is that another prisoner? Oh my gosh, it's another prisoner.
Could end up being useful.
I'm going to leave the hoodie. I don't need that. He probably stole that off of one of his captives. I don't want to be messing with that. Okay, now I think we have been to... Oh, you know what, guys? I remember last time we were here, the bear was in this area. I'm going to get a spear out. Do you remember that? Last time we were here, we tried to go through the chain link fence, and the bear came by and rattled the fence. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've already checked these. I'm not going to mess with the trailers. I do believe we probably looted those. No sign of the bear. I hope he's on that side of the fence and not this side of the fence. That would be bad. Okay, I think we're okay to put away the spear now. Whoa. I think that just might be the barrels. The sound of the barrels shifting in the cold. It's got me pretty nervous though. Have a look down here. Okay, let's head inside the Carter Hydro Energy Dam. Okay, hopefully we can put our gun away safely. We'll get out our lantern. and make our way through here. Sounds like we need to head to the bottom of the stairs, I think is what it said, if I remember correctly. Now we are waiting for the Aurora at some point. We do need to finish searching this dam, but in order to access the rest of the dam, we need both the electricity from the Aurora, and also we need this code. I don't even know what the code is yet. Hopefully at some point we will find out what the code is. Okay, here are the stairs. Or, here's some stairs. I don't know if these are the right stairs or not. He said they were under a floorboard. So, this, you know what? I don't think it's these stairs. It's probably a different set of stairs. We've already searched that guy. So there is another set of stairs right around here somewhere. Maybe it's over here. There we go. And he said it's at the bottom of the stairs under a loose floorboard. Now, do we have to break down the pallets? I wonder. I should probably read the note again. Let's read the note here. Go to the dam and retrieve the documents. Search under a loose tile at the bottom of the stairs leading to the admin area. I think this might be the admin area. Wait, what was that? Loose, loose tile, okay. Forest Talker documents. Documents found by the Forest Talkers. They think they are important to their cause. Okay, here's what it says. We finally have the evidence we've been looking for. All the photos of the logging we shared on social media have been totally ignored. And I mean, who can blame them? Nobody believes what they see anymore. But we stole some documents from a logging camp that prove that Briar House is here illegally. Like they don't actually have correct permits or even permission to be here. And they are cutting down old growth trees out here. It's exactly the kind of ammunition we need to take them down. Even if the lawyers and the corporate shills try to bury this, and they will, we will be able to use this to drive up our recruitment, as well as cash for our crowdfunding campaign. With this, we can finally take things to the next level. All right, sounds like some important documents.
There you are.
All right. Probably need to bring them back to that guy who's locked in the cabin. Yeah, he probably wants to see these. We'll make our way back. Actually, we need to go to the logging area, I think. Ooh. A little bit of lag there. Now, we left some goodies behind here, it looks like. How are we doing for clothing? 90%? What's this? 42%? Don't really need food, do we? Might take it just in case. Alright, let's put out our lantern. And we will continue to the logging camp area. Alright, just checking for the bear. Or wolves. Okay, so here we are at the dam. We're going to exit the chain link fence, take the railroad to kind of the first turnoff here. We'll turn off the railroad and head down. More gunshots over here. And a cache, hidden cache. I'm really kind of nervous about this bear, though. And the wolves. Like, it'd be kind of nice to have the spear in one hand and the distress pistol in the other, just for safety. Hey bear, you here? It's got me so nervous. weather's picking up. Ooh, what's down there? Got some deer down there. Okay, no sign of the bear. I think I need to get out our revolver. By the way, we did leave a revolver over here, didn't we? If I remember correctly, we got attacked here. Yeah, we did. That revolver right there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think this one's in better shape. This one's 100% condition. Oh, look at this. Just right on cue. It's like an old western standoff. Alright, we're gonna shoot him. This is the one that attacked me. Hey there, Wolfie. I remember you. Unfortunately, that's not gonna wound him. Okay, I will swap guns at some point. I do want to get out of this terrible blizzard that's just picked up. Visibility is going to drop quickly, and our clothing is taking a hit as well. We've got to seek shelter quickly. Man, look at our temperature. It is dropping so fast. We're going to freeze to death if we don't get inside soon. So I'm just going to hug the right side, and hopefully that will open up into the logging camp area. We'll seek some shelter in some of the little buildings. Yeah, here's the logging sign. Man, visibility is so bad. I'm going to get lost here, I think. Feels like we're on a road. There's some logs. The buildings are going to be off to our left, I believe. Maybe I should have gone back to the dam. Can't see anything. I really don't want to freeze to death. Trying to look for shadows, really, off to the left. See if we can see the shape of buildings. Okay, here's another sign. More logging. Is this where the camp is? Yeah, I see shelter. Let's get inside. Oh, I hope one of these is open. Oh, good. We did leave some meat for us. That's really good. I remember that now. Let's see if we can get in here. Do we have a key? Oh, we do. We've got a key.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, nice. New location discovered. Trailer. Let's put our gun away. Let's take a look at our clothing. Oh, look at this. We got so wet running in that blizzard. Hopefully those are going to dry out here as we are looting. I may even need to spend the night here. It's only noon though. All right, let's have a look around. We got some cloth,
behind.
some tools. I don't think we need tools at the moment. Seems like we left some tools. You know, I'm going to take all these. I think we do have some tools back at the camp office. If I remember correctly. Ooh, guys, this is such a good sweater. 96% as well. We may end up swapping that. Bedroll, 83%. What is our bedroll? 78. Okay, let's drop this. We'll pick up this one. Nice. Okay, I don't think we need any of the books. We've got another lantern.
I think I can use this.
21%. That lantern's in rough shape. If we have some spare metal parts, we could possibly repair our lantern. By the way, I think we could probably
here?
harvest this can opener for spare metal. If we're stuck here in a blizzard, we may as well get our gear sorted out. Oh, look at this. Forest Talker supplies. A backpack full of supplies, presumably stashed here by the Forest Talkers. Yeah, it does have the logo of the Forest Talkers on it. And there's a text associated with it. Forest Talkers supplies. Backpack full of supplies, presumably stashed here by the Forest Talkers. Where have I heard that before? Alright, we will take that. I guess we have to bring that back to the guy. New objective. Return the Forest Talker in the lake. Return to the Forest Talker in the lake cabin. Okay. We can do that.
Thank goodness.
Got some soda. Got some climbing socks. Low condition. We may need these. Let's see how many socks. Yeah, we already have climbing socks. Okay, these are 86% and 84. And the ones we just picked up are 63. If we need to, we can harvest those for cloth to do some repairs. I've got some beds here if we need to stay. Okay, we've got some trail boots. I don't think we need any leather right now. We can harvest those for leather. We've got some fleece mittens. A little more water. This is probably like the perfect location to get stuck in a blizzard at the moment with all this loot. Okay, they're taking good care of us. Alright, I'm going to take these tools and let's see if we can fix up our lantern. Do we have any metal? We don't have any scrap metal. I think we do have 2 can openers though. By the way, let's unload this. Oh! Says it's not loaded. Interesting. That, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna drop this other one. I was sure it was loaded. So this is the 68% one. So if we pull this out, it does say I need to reload it. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this one. Wait, that, I'm so confused. Anyway, let's drop it. Put that up here. Okay, so the one we have in our hands is 100%. And we do need to load it. Okay. There we go. Alright, I feel better about that. So I think as we ran here, I think I was carrying a revolver distress pistol that was not loaded, actually. So that could have been a problem. Why is this here? Did I drop that? I must have dropped the wrong thing. Anyway. Alright, well that's what I get for talking and playing at the same time. Actually, there are multiple bedrolls. What is this one?
Drink almost anything about
that one's destroyed. Alright, he says he's thirsty and hungry. By the way, we only have 1 can opener. So I guess we've been using our knife. Let's harvest this. It's okay if we use our knife. Because we do come across whetstones.
Think about is food.
We're going to harvest this for a piece of metal, and I'm going to see if we can repair our lantern. Before I repair the lantern, I do want to get some food and drink. Guess we could eat the MRE or one of these cans of soup. That could potentially make us sick. I'm going to drop that. Let's eat this one. 74. This one it's below 75%. So this one could also make us sick, but it's less likely to. Oh, look, that one's 88%. Nice. Kind of sounds like the storm is letting up a little bit. Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, we've got a little food and water out of that. Let's drink these sodas. I may end up eating that MRE. So we have all these crackers. Let's eat some low condition crackers. May as well fill our belly. It's going to save on carrying some weight if we can just carry it in our stomach instead of our inventory. Okay, so we're at 38 out of 35. A little bit heavy. I think I will drop these peaches. I don't need all this coffee. So much coffee. It's not like it's heavy though. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Well, I'll just carry that. We may end up dropping that at the camp office or something. Look, hey, nice. Look, our clothing has dried out. Okay, now as for the sweaters, this is an extremely good sweater. It's like one of the best items in the game. Look at how our warmth just jumps up there from 0.9 to 2.4. Yeah, that actually is an amazingly warm sweater. It is a bit on the heavy side, but I mean, compared to the amount of warmth you get. Okay, this sweater's 95%. Nice, they're both really good condition, actually. We'll drop this one. I don't think we're hurting for warm clothing at the moment. We're doing so good. Put these up here just in case we end up stopping back this way. Alright, let's take a look at that lantern. Let's see if we want to fix up our lantern. Ooh, we got extra cans. Let's drop these. Okay, 90... Ooh, you know, it's 96%. What am I thinking? For some reason, I thought it was in lower condition. But it's actually doing great. Interesting. Okay. This is what we need to fix. We need a gun repair or cleaning kit to get this gun up. It keeps jamming. It hasn't jammed too many times, but it has jammed at least once. I think, you know, I think I'm going to pass some time. Don't think there's really much I need to do. You know, let me just look at our clothing one last time. Sort by condition. Oh, those are 60%. You know what? I am going to fix these. See if we can get these up to at least, I don't know, 90%. 93. Okay, nice. The shoes, those are okay. They're getting a little bit low. Do we have any leather? I do have one piece of leather. Okay. You know, I'm going to drop this. Don't think we need that after all. And we'll drop the scrap metal. Sort by alphabet. Okay, there we go. I think everything's looking good. We got our clothing in good shape. Yeah, everything's looking good there. Okay, food. We already know about the food. We're a little on the heavy side. Okay, I think I just need to pass some time then. Let's try waiting for an hour. Pass time for an hour. Okay, I'm going to cancel because I heard the storm pass. So I'm going to get a drink. I do cancel before I'm completely full of thirst satiation. And that allows me to drink tea if we need to. Being a little bit thirsty is good in this game. I'm going to get out the distress pistol. I'll make sure it is loaded. It is, okay. I'm going to get down low here. Okay, no sign of predators. We have been in, I think, that trailer. I don't remember if we have access to this one. We do, okay. So we probably searched these. I'm just going to check really quick. It's another lantern. Nice. And scrap metal right there. Ragged ski jacket. You know, I remember coming in here, and I do remember going in the other one as well. So I think we can just head out of this little camp area. Make sure we don't have any wolves to contend with. If we need to come back and do some cooking, we've got those, the meat right there. Well, there's a deer right there. Okay, we need to find this other stash. Looks like I need to turn that way. Right about there. So this is going to be a different stash because the other one we went to was like down that way somewhere. So maybe it's just stuck up in the log, or sorry, in the rocks here somewhere. Looks like we're gonna be real close to it here. Oh, I think I see it. A little bit of a sprain risk. All right, let's get over here. Search metal container. Okay.
Found it. That'll come in handy.
Yes. Sounds like some kind of indie band. Find all Forest Talker caches. Nice. Firearm cleaning kit. A compact tool kit used to keep a rifle or revolver in good working order. That is exactly what we needed. Ski gloves, maybe. But we did complete the objective.
I need to drop something.
I'm going to check our glove situation. Oh, I got the mittens. That's right. So we don't need these. The mittens are going to be better. But I'll tell you what, I'm really happy to have that kit. When we get some downtime, maybe if another storm blows in, I am going to spend some time cleaning, doing a little bit of meditation. I think that's kind of what it is. When you're doing something like cleaning a gun or sharpening a knife, to me that's a little bit of a meditative situation. Okay, so we need to make our way back to the lake to talk to that guy. I'm just checking. I think that is all the objectives currently that we have here until we find a key to this lookout. Yeah, we do need to go to Forlorn Muskeg as well to get the parts for the trapper. That's right. Okay, so let's make our way to the camp office here, and then we'll walk around to the guy who's locked himself in the cabin. And hopefully it will be an uneventful hike, because I'm a little bit worried about the predators. Now, can I make... You know what? I'm going to try going this way. I'm going to try going this way. Let's see if we can take a little bit of a shortcut. Just keep my ears open for predators as we go, but hopefully I can just go over this little mountain here. And we'll go behind the forced fire lookout tower. You can do a little bit of jogging. Ooh, wow, the sun is coming up, actually. This might be a beautiful view here. Let's get to the top of the hill. We can look around. Not bad. Can drop down into the saddle. Try not to get a sprain. Okay, I think this is the right way. Can always check our map. Looks like I need to hang to the left, actually, that way. That map is so useful. Kind of jealous that we have this map on the survival mode. You don't have that option. Ooh, this is a little bit tricky here. Got the forest tower. That must be like right up there, according to the map. This could be a little tricky coming down here. Hopefully we don't get a sprain. Okay, not bad. I can see the power lines up there. Oh, we got some deer. Wow, look at this. 1, 2, 3. I saw another one over there. 4. 4 deer. I consider it kind of a lucky sign when you come across deer like this, because they do provide you with some protection against the predators. Predators can go for the deer instead of for you. Yeah, if he can run ahead of us, then he will attract any wolves we may come across. That's great. He's running straight towards the camp office. And there's a wolf right there. Alright, I crouched down. So the wolf goes for him instead of for me. And I'm going to follow behind. Well, a little bit. I'll follow a little bit behind. I don't want to get too close or the wolf's going to come at me. I think a wolf is going after that deer, but now this one's coming at me as well. Yep, there's a wolf right there. He just got that deer. This one's coming at me. And we got him. Okay. Let's do a reload. Wow, look at these guys. It's like I scared all of them with that. There should be another wolf like right here as well. That is crazy. Now he abandoned his kill, which means we could take the meat. He got scared when I fired that shot. He ran away. Should we take the meat just out of respect? You know what? Let's do a gunshot. We actually can clean our gun now. Yeah, there's just too many wolves here. Too many wolves right here by the camp office. We need to kind of thin out this problem, I think. I think I'm safe up here. Especially if I do it quickly. I'm going to go for it, guys. Let's grab... I'm not going to take too much. Let's do like 3 kilos. Let's grab 3 kilos. Okay, nice. Let's get the distress pistol out. Make sure it's loaded. It is. Okay. Now, if I was playing survival, I would totally harvest that deer completely. I'd get all the guts. I'd get the hide, especially because it's right here. So close to our base of operations. It's almost a gift that that wolf has grabbed that meat for us. There's nothing wrong with it with an MRE. Like, MREs are great. Crackers are great, but fresh meat, it's just nothing like having some fresh meat to supplement your diet here. And we got the freezer. Got this beautiful outdoor freezer. Take care of everything. Okay, I don't think we need anything indoors right now. We could just go straight on to the guy in the cabin. As far as I know, I don't think we need anything inside there. So let's make our way across the ice. I think those wolves we just encountered are the same wolves that are on the ice here. Seems like they've kind of migrated a little bit closer to camp. Even though I was leaving them alone, I was trying to avoid them. They came a little too close to our camp office. And they know that's where I live. They know that's my territory, so they should know better than that. Got some kind of kill on the ice over there. It's kind of hard to see. It's probably a deer. We got some nice clear weather for traveling. This is actually really nice. Is the sun setting? It is. Okay, we might actually see the sunset. Have we been inside this? It's always been surrounded by wolves. I don't know if I've ever made it into this particular... Oh, I have. Okay, I have searched this ice fishing shack. So I'm kind of hoping we get a beautiful sunset. Waiting for the colors to come out. I'm curious what this guy's gonna do. Is he gonna open the door and actually show us who he is? Or is he gonna slip us another key, maybe? It's too bad about his partner. Yeah, it's too bad. Unnecessary violence. Might keep my distress pistol out just for our protection.
I've got your supplies and those documents you wanted here.
Hey, that's great. Thank you. But I hope you understand if I ask you to just leave them outside the door.
Drop supplies and take ammo? We don't need any ammunition. Just gonna drop supplies.
Right. I'll, leave it all here for you, just like you asked.
Thank you, stranger. We may not care, but you've made a huge difference to our cause.
Okay, new objective. Check on the lake cabin tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess, was there ammunition in the bag then? Huh. So maybe we could have disarmed him that way? Okay, anyway, he's welcome to have his ammunition. I don't care. He probably needs to defend himself. Let's hope he doesn't needlessly kill, you know, if he doesn't have to. But you know what? I'm guessing he probably wants to seek revenge for his partner or friend. That is my guess. Now, were there any other locked cabins? I think we've been in this one, haven't we? That one we have been in. Nice, we are getting the sunset just like I wanted. It looks pretty spectacular as well. I'm going to get this out just in case. Now, since we're here, I am going to run over and just check the other cabins. It seemed to me that there was another locked cabin. I was going to see if I was heavy from carrying too much wood, but I just had one extra stick. So anyway, that's what I was just doing there. Let's walk over to this cabin. At least I will know if we have more locked cabins, because I can't remember right now. We've got these two here, plus we've got that one over there. And I can't remember. Can't remember which ones we've searched or which ones are locked or whatever. And what is this? Nothing, okay. So that door is unlocked. We've already searched that cabin. That door's locked. Do I have a key? Oh, I do. Nice. Okay, that's good. Let's get our lantern out to help us with detecting loot. This is my loot detector. The lantern. What is that? Combat
Too much
pants.
stuff to carry.
So we already have cargo. Let's get those. Actually, those are going to be better than our other pants, I think. Cargo pants are 0.75 kilos. These are also 0.75 kilos.
Something's got to go.
And these provide better... Yeah, these are going to be better. Let's wear these. And we can drop these. So that was worth coming in for, just for those. Looks like we got some food. Condensed
Too heavy.
milk. Sewing kit. More books. Another trophy. Wow. Got some water. I always like to see these dream catchers in the cabins. Alright, we'll take the painkillers. A lot of this we may just end up dropping at the camp office. Got a note. Off-season fun. A letter found in one of the Mystery Lake campground cabins.
We're not supposed to go there off-season, but there's amazing hunting to be had near Mystery Lake. The warden usually shuts down the park for the winter. The cabins are meant for summer use, so bring warm clothes and heavy sleeping pack. We'll break in, bag a few stags, then truck the meat out there in a couple weeks. Stan will pick us up along the old coastal highway. Meet me at the lake cabins on November 22nd. Come alone. Bring beer. There's been logging in the area, so stay out of sight.
Okay. Sneaky guys. Poachers probably, right? We'll take it. Okay, I think... no, I still have more to loot. Let's check carefully. I did search that. We got the note. We got the boots we don't need. I will take the crackers.
I need to lay down.
Ooh, energy bar. And woolen ear wraps. Ooh, those are actually very good. I don't need more clothing, but you know, I'm going to put this out. Burning the oil here. All right, let's take a look at these ear wraps. Oh, we already got some. Okay. 91%. You know what? It auto-equipped it, didn't it? So now I have 2 ear wraps. We're a bit on the heavy side. How much do these weigh? 0.25. You know, I think I may drop them. I don't know. They are really good. I'll think about it. Just keep traveling heavy. Got so much gear. Okay, now it is pretty dark, pretty late. Let's get a drink. I may end up just sleeping here, actually. Stumble around in the dark a little bit. There's a bed. Do we need to eat anything? Got the MREs. Plenty of crackers. Maybe I'll save the MRE. We'll bring it back to the camp office. Let's eat this low condition condensed milk. If it makes us sick, we can drink a tea or take a pill. We'll see what it does. Hey, we didn't get sick. That's good. I could spend a little bit of time and get our gun in better condition. I wonder if I can do that in the dark. I'd actually prefer to do it in the light, though. It's kind of fun to watch the animation. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to drink up. I'll sleep the night away. In the morning, I'm going to spend some time fixing our gun. Then we'll go back to the camp office. Let's see. Okay, time. We probably need... Let's go for 11 hours. See what that does. Hopefully I have enough light. You know, I'll just do 12. Why not? Let's do 12 hours. I'll see you guys in the morning. And we got the dream catcher out. Nice. Okay, good morning everybody. Had a nice night's rest, but I tell you what, my dreams were uneasy. I kept thinking about hillbillies in a big pickup truck, and they were... Let me just check the dream catcher here. Yeah, that's right. They were chasing me like I was the one being hunted. And I was running through these hills with these hillbillies chasing after me. It's just a nightmare. Anyway, I'm glad that's over. Let's get out our gun and do some cleaning. So we're going to do some gun cleaning. Yes, we got our nice firearm cleaning kit. Oh, man. I was hoping there'd be an animation. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get this up as far as we can get it. Possibly even 100%. That would be really nice. I do hear some wind outside. I'm a little worried about the conditions, weather conditions. Love the sound effects. Oh, it sounds like the wind stopped. Okay, 67%. I may actually stop there because the wind has calmed down. Let's take a look. Wow. Man, I almost had to cover my eyes. I was so bright. And that is actually, that's incredibly accurate with the light coming off the snow. Snow blindness. I've had it many times. It reminds me of the old explorers. They didn't have sunglasses, so they would actually take bone or other opaque things and cut little slits in them just to let a tiny bit of light through. And that would kind of protect their eyes. Okay, I think we did get into this cabin last time, but I can't remember. So I'm going to check this door. Also watch out for bears. I'm going to check this door and then we'll head back to the camp office. Pretty sure we've been in here. Oh no, we haven't. Do we have a key? No. Requires cabin key, lake cabin key number 1. Oh, we've got a wolf out this morning right there. Right in our path. Let's make sure my gun is loaded. It is. He's going the exact same way we're going. Probably need to shoot him, unfortunately. Oh good, he turned. Maybe he'll let us pass without any problems. I'm going to try to go behind him. I would prefer not to shoot them if they would leave me alone. But the wolf population has gotten out of hand. Okay, I think we successfully evaded the wolf. At least that one. Well, it's such a beautiful morning. So I think when I get back to the camp office, I'm going to need to figure out our loot situation because we are just constantly heavy. I may need to decide to drop some of our warm winter clothing or some of this extra food. Something has got to give because I don't want to travel heavy all the time. We need to save our stamina. Also, if I'm heavy, it makes it hard to loot other locations. I just get more and more heavy. Nice. Okay, well, I think our next objective is going to be to... Oh, wait, what did he... Oh, we have to check... He wanted us to come back in the morning, didn't he? Actually, now I remember that. Well, I'm going to stop at the camp office anyway. So I think that's our next objective is to talk to that guy again. And then we need to go to the Forlorn Muskeg and check out the radio towers for extra equipment. But guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming along with me. I do appreciate you guys coming along on the adventure. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please take just a minute and press the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Of course, I do love to hear from you. If you want to leave a comment, be much appreciated. Of course, you're already subscribed, right? If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You don't want to miss out on the adventures. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.
You